Do you guys know which days of the week are the strongest? It's Saturday and Sunday. The rest are weekdays. There you go. There's your dad joke opener. Hello everyone, busygamerdad doing our third and final thoughts video for Lootbane. A playtest is currently freely available on Steam. Should you want to try it out for yourselves, I'll have a link for you in the YouTube descriptions. This game's been fun. This game is, it's got a very simple design, a very simple presentation, but it's still fun. I'm still enjoying myself. That's my final thoughts. It's currently free. I do not know the price point for this game. They have not told me any price points for the game. This is not a promoted video or anything like that. I would pay anywhere from, say, $10 to $15 for this game. Depending on how much content they're planning on releasing, there are different characters that are not available in the demo. There's a vampire, there's a wizard, and we are currently playing the knight, and there's a fourth character I can't remember off the top of my head. Our character, Busy, is the only one that is available in the playtest at this time. We have a pretty decent build going where we're kind of a Templar Knight. We're able to, have multi-strikes, but our magic is really kind of going to be supplemental to our physical attacks. We'll see how it goes. So how the game works is you are auto-battling. You pick a path, your hero goes down that path, and lays down the justice hammer on anyone and everyone who's in his way. And that's it. Right now we have a goblin keep that we're making our way through. We have, when you go into a keep or a cave, you have the number of rooms and the number of levels that you can pick from, and that basically picks your adventure for you. That says how long you're going to be inside the keep, fighting these monsters, getting the rewards, and running the risk of failure. And then you have 3 paths you pick anytime. They're all random. Usually they're all different in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes, as the end of our last video and the previous video, you saw that eventually the game throws you in a goblin keep. It forces the player into a goblin keep, and I think that's a good thing. The reason why that's a good thing is because the game has a certain level of power creep that if you're not actualizing on your character sooner rather than later, you're gonna fail, and the game's pushing you towards success because of that. We do have followers that we can pick up, as I was mentioning before, that kind of tailor your character to a certain kind of build. So you have 2 avenues that really push your character to a certain archetype. And that's your equipment, and then that's your followers. If you're doing a lot of physical attacks, a lot of physical damage, but your followers are all casters, you're not synergizing the best. So you want to make sure that they speak to each other in the same language. The final thoughts for this game is it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's a sit down time where I can just turn my brain off, pick a path, and see what happens. My hero, Busy, goes and does the auto battling for me. We get loot, we get rewards, and if I ever feel like I'm, going to fail, that's okay. It's okay. Failure is an option, and that's fine, because that just means you can try something different that might work next time. There are a couple of design choices that I think they could improve upon inside the game, where you have this play mat or this dungeon here. You could either make this a little bit larger for the player. You could increase the sprite size for the players to, offset the smallness of these little sprites right here. You could put a damage or a dialogue box in the corner here to let the player know what's been going on. If there's a dodge, if there's a hit, how much the damage is for, what the character or what the player gets as rewards, and etc. You move this off to the side and just have that be like a running banner here, or even shrink down this, have this be like a third of the size, and then have that be a third of the size down there. Some way of doing that, some way of conveying to the player a little bit more information about what's actually going on inside the confines of the combat. The other final thoughts of the game are the enemy's health. You do see their full health, but you don't know how much you're actually it doesn't necessarily matter, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. Because your character is auto-battling, he's going to pick the character that he wants to go to next through RNG. You have no control over that. And that's kind of why I steered my character towards the caster build, because it allows him to just randomly hit enemies all around and have a little bit of AoE effect rather than single target effect, because I wasn't getting good gear to supplement the randomness of his attacks to get through the monsters fast enough. So we were always kind of little close to failure, more than I would have liked. So that's why I like the Mage Templar casting kind of build that we're going through, because it allows that extra damage to be thrown around to the monsters and allows us to have more attacks on the downrange. Now, that's not to say that we can't two-shot and tear through some of these fools if we get like our flurry, which is from one of our followers here. that allows us to attack one more time when we swing. So there are, again, those opportunities for the character to realize and pivot. You don't have to be trapped into a certain archetype, and that's, I guess, the beauty of the game and the replayability for the game, is to see where the character grows and what options you're presented to, and then where you take your hero. You do have a level up. The one thing that, again, would really help with the level up is understanding what and how your characters grew, or how your character grew, and what stats went up and why, or not even why, just what stats went up. Another fun thing might be to level up your followers as well. Like if your character levels or every other level, you can pick a follower to level up and give them a plus to their attribute that they're giving you. That'd be really fun to see that get implemented as well. Stronger enemies. I want to get a heal just in case. Let's take the big fight. Let's see. So for the most part, we haven't really had too much of a problem staying ahead of the damage curve on the monsters, or the game has been kind enough and balanced enough to give us heals when we needed them. There were a couple of times where I was like, oh, we're down to like 16 health, I really want to get a heal, and the game was I don't know, maybe just like took pity on us and said, all right, fine, here's a heal for you. But yeah, this is a one and done. If your character dies, your run is over. There's a roguelite element to the game. There's a definite replayability inside the confines of the game as well. And I do see them having an opportunity to grow with different monster types, different magics, different followers, different heroes. All fun. Let's take a heal, and then let's go to the bigger fight. Let's take... Oh, this is the biggest fight that we could have gotten. Jeez. Alright, fine, fair enough. Keep going around, smashing these fools. Let's take the medium fight. Yes. Yeah, let's do the medium fight. Let's do the medium fight. There we go. Finishing them up. We haven't gotten any big rewards yet, and that's, I think, because our luck is so low. I really might need to upgrade that. And there's the opportunity to do it. Alright, let's take items. It prioritizes taking the bigger value ones. Alright, those are all level 2s. Level 2s. Yeah, level 2. There's a luck on the shield. Let's drop that shield. Let's put luck. Yeah, 4. Alright, no space. Alright, fair enough. Exit dungeon. Buy strong equipment, sell our equipment. Let's do the strong equipment. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Rare sword. That's not anything great. This... Oh, that might not be bad. The boots might not be bad. They give us some lightning bolts, and that's kind of really helpful for us. I would like to get a different shield, though, or another ring. Let's re-roll it. Let's see what we can get. Sword and boots. Nope, that's not what I was looking for. Shield. Give me a shield. It's a helmet. It's an amulet. I want a shield. Give me a shield. Oh, makes me sad. One more time. Yeah. Legendary amulet. Hey, what are you saying? 4 luck, 2 lightning, 2 attack. We can only pick 1. Alright, so I guess we're going to take the amulet. Let's take the amulet. Get our luck up. Yeah, let's get the luck up. 75, 95, yeah. Goblin Keep or gold and experience. I'm going to take the gold or experience. Let's take the experience. Found gold. Lore. This is a big chunk of experience. Yeah. We'll take the full heal. And then it's probably going to force us into a Goblin Keep. No, it didn't force us. We will sell our items. Sell everything, right? Is that what we want to do? Yeah. Yeah. I think I want to do that. Yeah, let's sell everything. Okay. And now Goblin Keep. Like I said, the game sometimes forces you into a Goblin Keep, and that's fine. That's okay. Let's do 7 rooms, 2 floors. And starting off with a banger, let's go take the biggest fight we can. So we do have some pretty good damage. Okay, yeah, I kind of like where we're at right now with the build. I think that amulet's going to help out. Having 8 luck is going to be pretty helpful because we already got a legendary item. That's pretty awesome. The more enemies on the board means the more possibility there is for loot, and luck is definitely one of those stats in this game that seems to be super important. Gold heals. I guess I could take the heal. Let's take the heal. And then let's take the fight. Yeah, that's going to be super helpful to get this. So it's like a flat percentage. That's the one thing I would like to see a little bit more information on. Is it like a 8% luck, or is it like a 1 in 10 chance, which is 80%, you know? I'd like to see the numbers. I'm one of those guys that likes to see the numbers. Like, the numbers don't lie. Unless they do lie, in which case, then the game's rigged. But I don't think this game is rigged. I think this game wants the player to win. Alright, and then we just got our level up, level 11. Nice. Good. That's why I'm also taking the fights, is because they give us the experience that we need for more leveling up and for more power. Keep on going. Yeah, we are doing a lot of damage with our lightning bolts. That guy just died from magic attacks. We never touched him. Let's take the bigger fight. Of course, it's the biggest one we could get. That's fine. That's okay. That is okay. Yeah, they've got to be able to dodge. There's got to be some way these guys dodge, because that guy took 2 lightning bolts and did not die. We'll take a heal for now, and then we'll take the medium fight. Okay, good. Take the fight. Again, I'm trying to, every fight is an opportunity for more loot. Because the game doesn't have loot nodes for us to pick. It's just got gold, healing, and fights. And the fights are a gradient of small, medium, and large. Like this one is a medium one. 8 to 12. I would say this one's like a medium one. Because there's like a, well, no, 8 to 10 is, I think that's a large one. We got like one more room. Yeah, this is it. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're done. Nice. Yep, get some monies. What are these? Not good. That's what they are. They're not good. I mean, they say that they're good. That's 6 attack speed. I mean, it's not anything to shake a stick at, but it's still. And this isn't any better. Darn it. Alright, we'll take the items that we can. We'll exit the dungeon. Keep by strong item. Let's see what the strong item's about. This is a very good amulet. This amulet would replace. It gives us the bonus magic, so yeah. Yeah, let's get rid of the. Do I want the attack? 4 attack speed? I do want the 4 attack speed. Okay. Alright, and then I'll take that amulet. That's 100? Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. I figured that was going to be better. Can I... I'm going to take the experience. Yep. And let's see what kind of followers we can get. Barter. Each purchase, you get 2% back on... Oh! Chain lightning! You cast chain lightning... Scales with chain lightning and lightning bolt. That seems like where we're going with our spells and stuff. As much as I love flurry, let's see what this guy's all about. Yeah, I think that's where I'd like to go with this. So yeah, Wolfgar, thank you so much for your companionship, but we will not be needing your services anymore. Now we have chain lightning, so we are basically now a caster. We are literally a caster. The chest piece... Is that any better? I mean, we lose 2 lightning bolt, gain 2 health. And then gain 2... Yeah, I think this is better. I think that's better. So let's get the chest piece. Yeah. Alright, basic equipment, goblin keep. Let's take the full heal, and then we're probably going to go into a goblin keep right after. Nope, we're going to continue journeying because our bar filled up at the top. But yeah, so this is the game loop. This is it right here. They're taking a lot of inspirations from a lot of different games. I can certainly see that. The simplicity of the pick a path and then have your adventurer do the things and build something around that are super fun to just experiment with. Even though on paper it seems relatively simple, it's still enjoyable. I'm still having a good time with it. And yeah, see, so our caster build is just destroying these fools. Destroying all the goblins. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. I've seen Goblin Slayer. I know. But yeah, this was Busy Gamer Dad showing you guys Lootbane. This is currently in a playtest. It's free access on Steam. I will have a link for you guys should you want to pick it up. This was our third and final episode where my closing thoughts are. Give it a try. This game is definitely something that the Busy Gamer could certainly put on their wish list and pick up on sale. I would pay about $10 for this game, $15 for this game. I do not have a price point for this game. I do not want to speculate any more than that on what the developer wants to put out there for the game's cost. I will simply say that I've enjoyed my time with it, and I would definitely, I have this on my wish list because I've enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined, and we will catch you next week when we'll have something fresh and new to look at. Hope to see you then. Later.